Hi, it's Barb, MeeplePhD, and today I've got with me Mr. MeeplePhD, Andrew.
Hello, everyone.
We're doing something a little bit different. We decided to do a playthrough of the game that I featured in my latest Cosmic Game Connection. So we're doing a playthrough of Gingerbread House, a game by Phil Walker Harding,
With art by Andy Elkerton.
and published by Lookout Games. In Gingerbread House, we each take on the role of a witch who is tired of those storybook characters eating away at our gingerbread houses. So how are we going to do this? We're going to throw them in the dungeon. So let's go down to the table and see how it's played. So we've got the game set up. We each have a player board, and the player board has most of the information you need about the game. This is your gingerbread house here, this 3x3 grid. There are 2 spaces at your gate where you can entice characters. There are 3 holes in trees, which is where we can have bonus cards. Your gingerbread goes over here. You have a limit of 10. And staircases over here, and we should each actually start with 1. And you can have up to 4. And then down here we have our dungeon. We each have a stack of 15 of these tiles, and 3 of them have been laid out for us. Those are the ones we get to choose from on each turn. This is our character market, I guess. This shows a few things about our characters. It shows their name, of course. It shows whether they're happy or grumpy. We only have happy characters out right now. Whether they're human or not human. How many points you'll get for them at the end of the game. And then the kind of gingerbread that they want in order for you to get them into your dungeon. And finally, we have these bonus cards, which we will get to choose once we finish a level on our house. So we've got one that gives 1 point per human character, one that gives you an immediate bonus of blue gingerbread based on how many are showing in your gingerbread house at the time, and then 2 points at the end of the game. 5 points for having 4 levels completed at the end of the game. 4 points for having 6 levels completed or not at the end of the game. 2 points per cheerful character, which is great for our setup here. And then 2 points for every character that wants a yellow gingerbread. So before we start, we go in reverse turn order and draft one of these characters to bring to our gate. So I have been elected to go first. So Andrew, you get to go ahead and choose somebody.
Okay, I will choose the unicorn.
Okay, and we don't deal any more out until after everyone's drafted. I'm going to take the 7 dwarfs. And oh, there we have a grumpy character finally. And now we go. So I get to choose one of these to play. And as I play it, I watch to see what I'm covering up. So I'm going to go here, which lets me cover a green. And I get to entice another character to my gate. And I will go ahead and grab Little Red Riding Hood. That's my turn.
Okay, I will pick this piece and I will play it here, which will get me a heart and a green pentagon gingerbread. So heart and green. Okay, and deal out a new.
So I'm going to use my staircase already, believe it or not. This can always be played before you play your tile, and you can play more than one, but it always goes on 1 space on your board. And when you play anything on the second level, the 2 halves of that tile have to be covering 2 different tiles down below. So this would not be a legal move. But also now that I've played the staircase, I immediately have to play something on top of it. So I'm going to play that. And you'll note I'm covering 2 hearts. So I actually get 3 of those instead of just 1. Or instead of just 2. But I now have what I need to put Little Red Riding Hood into my dungeon because she's been eating all of my gingerbread. And when I trap a character, I also get to place an immediate bonus tile. And I'm going to play that here to get myself a blue. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I think I am going to take this piece, and I'm actually playing it over 2 tiles that are identical to the piece itself. So this will get me a green gingerbread and a stair.
Okay. I'm going to do a thing that looks brilliant. I at least haven't completely screwed myself up yet. But I have to be a little careful. If on your turn you're not able to build, you have to discard one of your tiles and simply get 2 staircases, and that is your entire turn. So you don't want to do that. I'm actually going to do exactly what you just did.
Oh.
And cover up the exact same thing that I'm playing. So I get a blue and a staircase.
Okay, I will take this tile, and I will be covering up a blue and the capture symbol, which means I get to pick a card from the market and move it to my remaining captured spot. So collect a blue. And,
It's because they can smell the wonderful gingerbread that you're baking.
Maybe. I'll take Rapunzel.
Okay, and you're not trapping anybody, or you're not
Correct.
throwing anyone in a dungeon. All right. I'm going to... Oh, I didn't deal myself another one to play. I played this, which again, I'm covering 2 blues, so that gets me 3 blues, and that is a legal move. Actually, none of these tiles have 2 of the same color, so if you're covering 2 things that are the same, you know you're making a legal move. Okay.
Okay. I will make use of my stair in the center, and this is covering up 2 hearts, so that means I get 3 hearts for my trouble.
And that's that.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to... I had a thing in mind. Okay, I do know what I'm going to do. I'm going to place another staircase. This time I'm covering up the swap something. And I'm going to play this one. So I get a wild, which is any of the things that you would normally get. That includes the gingerbreads, the staircases, or the swapping. In this case, I'm going to take a blue gingerbread. And then I can swap something. So I'm going to take a blue, and I'm going to swap this for a blue. And lo and behold, 2, 4, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, I can finally get those 7 dwarfs, so many of them, eating away at my gingerbread house into Mud Dungeon. And then I get to place a wild immediately. I am actually going to play it here and just get myself another staircase. Now, I think so far we've been trapping characters that are at our gate, but you optionally can trap and throw into the dungeon one of these characters as well, if you have the right gingerbread for it.
Okay, I'll pick another tile to play, and I'll place it here, collecting a yellow and carrying out a swap. So I'll collect a yellow, and I will immediately swap that yellow for a blue. And this has completed the first level.
So if you're going to do characters, you do that first.
Okay.
Choosing the bonus card, the rules say, is the last thing you do on your turn.
Okay. Then I will capture Rapunzel here, who wants 2 hearts and 2 blue gingerbread. So I'll put those back in the supply.
You immediately get a wild bonus.
Rapunzel moves down to the dungeon, and I get a bonus, and I will take this one.
You get a wild bonus first.
Oh, okay.
For throwing her in your dungeon.
Okay. Then I will go here and get another heart.
Now you can have your.
Okay,
Sorry.
now I'll claim a bonus, so I'll take the 2 points per cheerful character because I have 2 cheerful characters.
Yeah, you do.
And we don't replenish that. And I believe that wraps up my turn.
Okay. I'm like doing everything you're doing, but a turn late, which is kind of too bad for me. I'm debating whether to go ahead and finish my level, or I got these all set up to do doubles, and so I could put in my oh, I can't. I'm at level 3 on that one.
Because you need to play 2 stairs.
I need to play 2 stairs. So I guess that answers that question. And actually, this will do the exact same thing. So I get a yellow and a green. That is my entire turn. Oh, I finished a level. That is not my entire turn. Oof. I think I'll start here. And I'm going to go for those 4 completed levels. Put that up here. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. I will take this piece here and I'll play it over these 2 greens. So that gets me 3 green pieces. And with that, I can capture the unicorn, who I took as my first card. So that I return 3 green, 3 hearts, move him down to the dungeon, and claim a wild. And I will put the wild here and get another stair. And that ends my turn.
Okay. I'm going to play this one. I'm going to play my staircase here. Now I'm going to do the trick I was thinking about last time, because now I'm even up here. And that gets me 3 yellows. That's that.
Okay. I will take this and play it here and cover 2 blues, which therefore gets me 3 blue gingerbread.
Play it smartly. So I'm going to play this here, which gets me a blue and a swap. So I'll take a blue, and I'm going to swap this for a blue. And that's that.
Okay, I'll take this and I will play this here, where it is going across 2 tiles and cover 2 yellows. So that means I get 3 yellow. I'm still below the limit of 10 gingerbread, but I'm going to claim this character. Rubitsal. So 3 blue and 3 yellow.
How are you always
and he just goes right down to the dungeon.
And you get your bonus wild tile.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, and you're going to finish a level, which is what I was going to do on my
turn. I
turn.
will do that, which gets me another stair and sets me up nicely with 2 wilds next to each other.
No fair.
And since I've completed my 2nd level, I get to pick another bonus card. I will pick...
You are the worst.
The 1 point per human character.
Okay.
Okay, so we should deal out a new character, and I will have a new piece.
I really wish you would quit doing all the things that I would like to do. Just saying. But I can do something awesome. So I'm going to use this one here, so that gets me a green and a wild. I'm going to get a yellow for my wild, and now I have 5 wilds, so I can claim the griffin. Into the dungeon. which gets me a wild. Cover up that green. Now, one thing to notice, since even though I covered a wild in something else, that wild doesn't get me the bonus 3. It has to be 2 of the exact same symbol that you are covering up, which is why Andrew's nicely placed to get 2 wilds there. And then it counts as 2 wilds, which means he can get 3 anythings. It could be 3 different things or 3 all the same things. So since I finished a level, I get a bonus. I'm going to go ahead and go for that 6th level. Now this one doesn't have to be complete, so that's good.
Okay, I will take this tile and place it here, covering a blue and the attracting someone to your gate. So take a blue. And so when you attract someone to your gate, you can also take 3 cards from the top of the stack, pick one, and put the other 2 back on the bottom. So I'm going to do that.
You don't like any of the ones out there.
2, 3.
Oh, there's only one ungrumpy one, and it's a doozy.
Okay. I think I will go for Hansel and Gretel.
Ooh.
So they're kind of a weird card because they have 8, to attract them requires 8 gingerbread of any color. And I believe they count as 2 people.
They do. That's why there are 2 symbols up there. They still only count as 1 happy character, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. You didn't finish a level or anything else?
I did not.
Okay, I'm going to play this one here, and that gets me a green and a wild. Take the green, and I actually, for safety, I'm going to take a staircase. I've played this enough times that you sometimes get stuck without your staircase, and I need to have at least 4 completed levels for one of my bonuses.
Okay, I will take this. I'm wondering where to put this. I could use up my 2 wilds, but since I'm trying to basically just accumulate any color of gingerbread for Hansel and Gretel, I don't really need, it might be a waste of a powerful combo. Mm-hmm. So maybe I will just put it, but on the other hand, I could maybe get something else from the market. There are no cheerful people out.
Oh,
okay.
Because you have humans and cheerful.
Yes.
All right.
So, okay. I think maybe I'll put this here, which gets me a blue and allows me to swap. I don't have to do a swap, do I?
I mean, you could swap a green for a green.
True. Okay, so we'll pretend I did.
I don't know if the rule explicitly says you have to swap.
Okay.
So we'll house rule that and look it up later.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go here, place my staircase so that I can get 3 pinks. Now the question is, so get 3 pink. So I'm at 2, 4, 6, 8. I can't do what I wanted to do. So I'm going to actually take the rolling pin. I completed another level, and that's my turn. I was thinking I might take that because that would get me 4 blues, but I'm at my limit, and there aren't any blue characters out, so it doesn't do a lot of good.
That makes sense. So I realized I made a mistake on my earlier turn. I should not have done this. I should have gone for the higher level and gotten.
How come?
Because here I got one gingerbread and then did a swap.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'd gotten here, I could have gotten 2 more and then played here and gotten 3 more.
Right.
And then I would have enough for Hansel and Gretel. So I
Mm-hmm.
taking a turn longer than I need have.
Yeah.
So I will go here. Which I'll place it like this. And I will take 2 hearts and 1 yellow. Okay.
Okay. I really have a plan in mind. It might not be a good plan, but I had plans. So I'm going to play this one here, and that gets me 3 yellow. 2, 4, 6, 8. I can only take 2. That's fine, because I'm going to take the Hobgoblin, which is 2 yellow and 2 pink. Throw them in the dungeon, and get my wild on. I'm going to go here and get a green. 3 levels. I'm not sure I'm going to make my goal here of 6 levels.
Okay. I will take this piece and I'll go here, which covers 2 yellows, so I get 3 yellows. And this puts me at the limit of 10 gingerbreads, but I'm not going to spend 8 of them on capturing Hansel and Gretel. So there's 4. There's 4 more. So I capture them. So I take a wild. I will put the wild over this green, which gets me a green.
I'll point out this still gets you 2 points at the end of the game, even if you're not getting the blues out
True.
of it.
But since it's the last one, I feel in no need to hurry.
True. All right, I'm going to play here, which gets me 3 green. That puts me at the limit of 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green gets me that 10-point dragon. Into the dungeon. And I'm going to play here to get... I don't need more blue, except that I need to complete this 4th level if I'm going to get that bonus. Okay. And we've only got 2 more tiles. I've only got 2 more. You've got 3 more before the end of the game. And so even if I complete a 4th level, I don't get another bonus card. So that one will be yours.
So I will take this one and put it here with a stair. So that gets me a wild and a heart. So I will take a heart. And for my wild, I'll take another heart. Okay, and that completed my 3rd level, so I just get this card.
And a blue.
And 1 blue.
Sadly, the wild doesn't count for that either. Okay. Oof. So I'd like to finish this level so I get my bonus, but it gets me blue. And there's nothing blue out there. So my other thought is to maybe cover up here so that I could try and trap something. But again, I need the blue and I need to complete this. So no matter what I do on my last turn, I feel like I'm going to want those blues.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I need to just suck it up and cover up these blues. Take 3 blue. At the end of the game, we will get 1 point for every 2 gingerbread we have left in our supply, but that's not really as good as the points you get off the characters. Okay?
Okay. I will play this here and collect a yellow and a green. Okay.
That? You're not grabbing anybody?
That's that.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 levels. I think what I have to do is I have to cover up one of my jail spots and hope for something in this stack that will let me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I can resolve the jail spot before I do my wild. So if I do this, I can look through the stack and then see if anything I need will help me. So I'm going to grab 3. Well, the only thing I can possibly do is Tom Thumb, sadly. Everything else is yellow, and more yellow than I've got, or could get on this turn. So with my wild, I will grab another heart, even though that doesn't matter. And I will, oh, no. I'm going to grab a green. I've got a plan. So now I'm going to turn these 2 in to get Tom Thumb, which gets me a bonus placement. And if I cover the green, I now have enough to get Rumpelstiltskin. Throw him in my dungeon, and that gets me another wild, which doesn't really matter where I place it. Color doesn't matter on the gingerbreads. It does matter where I place it because I need 6 levels, so I'm just going to put it up here and get a wild.
Okay.
Okay.
I made a mistake in positioning this tile. I should have put 2 yellows next to each other, so then I could have gotten 3 green. Or sorry, 3 yellow.
I mean, you could swap it if you want. We're friendly here.
Mm-hmm. I have no capture icon visible, so I'm limited to what's out. And I don't think there's a way to get to any of them.
It was 1 turn ago.
So,
swap that one around.
That's fine. So I'll go here and get a yellow and get a green.
For posterity.
Because the wizard is 6 yellow.
Yeah.
So even if I got a yellow there, that wouldn't have made a difference.
Right.
Okay.
All right. That's that. So now we add up our points. Comes with a score sheet. The first thing we do is add up points on the characters in our dungeon. So I have 39.
And I have 36.
Wow. Oh, wait. Were yours all 8? Wait.
I have 1 4 and 3 8s. Oh, you're right. That's not 36.
What is 30? Oh, no. That's 28.
That's 28.
Okay.
So I have 28.
Okay.
We'll edit this out.
No, we'll show you're terrible at adding. I am the one with the math degree. All right, so now we do our bonus points. We can do them 1 at a time. So why don't you go ahead and do yours?
Okay, so 2 per cheerful character. That is 6.
Okay.
And 1 per human character. That is 3. And my third one does not. Oh, it's 2 points.
Yeah. You're supposed to turn that one
That's
over.
true.
It indicates what you get. Okay, and then I have my 4 complete levels, which I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 points. I have the chimney, which is at least 6 levels somewhere, and the stack is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 4 more points. And then I get 2 points per character who wants yellow. I just couldn't get yellow going, so I got 2 of those. So that's 4 points. Right, I will add this up. Oh, you know what we forgot? We forgot our gingerbread.
Oh, that's
We
right.
got a bunch of points there.
1 point for each pair.
Yep.
So then I have 5.
Okay. So that's going to be 44. So 54 over here, 44 over there.
Okay. And if I had positioned that right, then I would have gotten the wizard, who was 8 points. So and he would have given me, so actually 9 points. So I still wouldn't have
Still
won,
wouldn't quite have won.
but it would have been
But
tighter.
close. Yeah. So there you have it. That's our game of Gingerbread House.
So, what did you think of the game?
Well, I won, so that certainly helps. But I love the theme of this game. I was eyeing it on the shelf about a year ago because I love gingerbread houses. I even have baked a few for our local zoo and won a couple contests. But more than the theme, I like the gameplay as well. What do you think?
So I like it because it's a fun, light tile-laying game. The rules are really pretty easy to explain to people and quick to teach, but there's a fair amount of strategic depth to the game.
Yeah, and you might be fooled by the art. I mean, it's very charming. It's very cute. I love looking at all the different characters, and it makes it look like it might be a kid's game. And I think it would be a perfectly fine family game. They do have one way to make it easier with the bonus card so that you just get straight points for completing your different levels. But it doesn't have to be a kid's game. Like, we don't have kids, and we really enjoy it.
So part of the interest of the strategy is that there are a bunch of things you have to think about. When should you work on completing a level versus going for specific characters? And should you go for characters that are high value or low value? And ones that synergize with your bonus card or ones that don't, just to clear up the market?
Yeah, I really like that part of the game. You know, am I rushing to get those bonuses or get those characters? And can we talk just a second about the player board? It is amazing how much information there is packed into this tiny little area. Not only is it your play area, but it shows you how many bonus tiles you get. It shows you how many gingerbread and staircases you can hold. You've got an infinite dungeon, of course, because you can always fit one more, but only 2 spaces at the gate. I guess they'd get a little suspicious if maybe there were more than 2 people waiting at the gate.
No doubt. It is a really nice and clear design.
Yeah, I like that. So if this is a game that looks interesting to you, we recommend going and checking it out somewhere. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this playthrough, please let us know in the comments and maybe we'll do some more. Otherwise, please stay tuned for another Cosmic Game Connection soon.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to Barb's channel.
We'll see you next time.
So, what did you think of the game?
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. I was looking vacant. That goes in the blooper reel.
Okay.